expect that he will be in a Vikings uniform again?
Man, I don't. And it almost hurts me to say that because I always think of Adrian as a Viking. But when you look at the number aspect of it, they're going to ask him to take a pay cut. And I think Adrian Peterson, we heard him talk last year after leading the NFL in rushing two seasons ago, talk about how I didn't know if he felt wanted. And I think there's still a little bit of that there. If they ask him to take a pay cut, I think he's saying, if I'm taking a pay cut, why not test the waters? Why not go somewhere else where maybe I'm featured a little bit more and maybe a different offense? This offensive line was banged up, but I think Adrian Peterson will be playing somewhere else, and you know what? It might be good for him.
I agree with the thought process, especially that last mark. I do think it'll be good for him, and there's two teams that I'll mention in a second. I'd like to see this team get healthy with Sam Bradford at the helm. This defense capable of doing...
The offensive line certainly get
That
healthy.
Offensive line was snake-bitten like Baltimore was 2 years ago. So, listen, I do believe there's a future for him, and I do believe maybe his best future is there. But selfishly, and honestly, because I am such a big AD fan, Seattle and Denver's done this before. They took a so-called broken-down quarterback by the name of Peyton Manning, and he set all kinds of records and eventually won a Super Bowl. I don't think AD has 3 more great years left in him, as Peyton was able to get there in Denver. But all in all, if you're in a run-first offense with a dominant defense, this guy, remember the last time he got hurt and missed a year? He came back and set the world on fire. I don't care 32 or whatever when the next season starts. This is a different beast.
He's got a lot of good football in him.
Yes, he does.
And I think everybody wants to talk about Adrian's
But does he
age.
really, though? He's a 32-year-old running back.
Okay.
He has a lot of good football in him.
Have you seen James Harrison? Did you see what James Harrison did left there?
That's a good
Put
point.
him in that same
AD?
category, take his age out of it. Adrian is not a normal human being. He's got different blood. He's a different species.
Well, he says he wants to be back in Minnesota. He's certainly going to take a pay cut no matter where he ends up. He said he's also keeping an eye on the